Hey guys, so I literally just sat down and I was like, okay, like what am I gonna say? And the first thing that comes to mind every single time is that I was just sitting down to play with some makeup, which is what I do every single night. And I wasn't gonna film this, but since I just posted the video with the new ABH Norvina collection, I wanted to try out these cake liners again. So I've basically done all of my makeup up until when I would put eyeliner and then mascara on. So I just did like a super simple look with the ABH Norvina Volume 4 palette, and then I threw the Kat Von D Alchemist highlighting blah 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 palette in my inner corners, and I love this, like, I think it's ultraviolet amethyst. So pretty, and I just think it like opens up your eyes so well. So I think since I'm using the amethyst inner corner highlighter, I think I'm gonna go in with the electric purple cake liner shade, and I kind of just wanted to play around with it again. So I will link the video I just posted using these for the first time right up here, and yeah, let's just kind of get into it. So in my BoxyCharm video, which I will also link up there, I got this 3-pack of brushes, which is kind of cool since, you know, I just got new eyeliner, but it's like an eyeliner trio, eyeliner brow trio, whatever it is. So last night I used a brush kind of like this to apply it, and tonight I'm gonna try to use a brush like this, just like a tiny little, like a detail liner brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to take the brush and spray it. So I want it like really good and wet. Alright, sorry, had to get comfy. So I'm gonna take my wet brush and I'm just going to dip it right in here, and it just kind of like moistens like a small little divot in there, and then that's what the brush looks like. It doesn't look like super loaded right now, so I'm going to wet it again. Maybe I was wrong. There does seem to be some pigment on there, so I'm going to dip in here again. And all right, so it's almost like working with like watercolors, you know, like when you have like a watercolor in a tube that you squeeze out onto a palette and then you add water to it, it kind of gets that sort of texture to it. So I'm just gonna take my brush and just dip in to the little hole I've made, and it looks pretty loaded. I'm gonna test it on my hand. So yeah, that looks pretty. All right, now let's try it on the eye. Okay, so I loaded my brush up again. Oh, wow. That is insane. This is so cool. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more and take it to the outside, and then I'm gonna try to wing this out. I never do wings with brushes like this, so we will see. Okay. All right, this is so much easier to work with a tiny little, like, tiny baby brush like this than when I was trying to go in with like a big old angled brush. But it was actually like really easy to get a good precise line, and I'm actually really happy with that. So let's do this eye. I am picking up more product, and then I'm really weird. I have to like switch hands and do it with this hand, but I'm not as good with this hand because I'm left-handed, but yeah. This is so cool, and it feels very like artistic. All right, so while I'm trying to do this wing, it's like starting to drag a little bit. So I'm going to wet the brush again. I really actually can't tell if I'm like spraying the brush or not, so I hope so. Okay, and then that just made it kind of come back to life. So I'm going to load it up again and try to wing this one out. I'm so happy with this right now. I think this is so neat, and this is only like the third time that I have really like played with these, and every time it is just getting easier and easier, and using this tiny little brush is doing like all the work. So I think I'm going to try to go over it with another layer, even though it's already super pigmented. I think, why not? It seems to still be wet enough right now, so I'm just going to dip back in there and load my brush up, and then I think this time I don't want to take the product off while I'm trying to like drag it across, so I'm just going to kind of like dot. Alright, so I do feel like that brightened it up a little bit. I think you can see a difference between both eyes, so I'm going to do the same on this side now. Okay, so I think I'm starting to see like when it starts to look more gel-like, that's when you need to moisten it again. I hate that word so much. So wet the brush, and then I'm going to dip right back in there, and I want to see if y'all can tell like what happens. It just kind of turns into that cool like paint consistency. I don't know, maybe it's because I used to like actually paint with paints, but this is like so neat and like creative feeling to me. Alright, that looks so neat. So next I want to try, well not try, but I want to see how just like normal mascara can be built up with this, because last night when I was trying it out, putting falsies on, and I was doing it against the white, so that was probably like the hardest one I could possibly have tried, but it was like I couldn't get my mascara right up to my lash line, so I want to see if I can kind of figure that out. I don't know if that's something to figure out or if that's just something I need to get better at, but we're gonna put some mascara on now. Alright, so for mascara, we're going to layer up two of my favorites. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect, and then this one is the Tom Ford Badass Black Mascara. This one is like $3, and this one is like $50, so, you know. I'm just going to focus on this eye first and just see if I can really build it up. And I will speed this up because I know watching someone put mascara on is basically like the most boring thing in the entire world. Alright, so this is just 2 layers of the Essence mascara on this eye. Now let's throw 2 layers of the Tom Ford. Alright, so those are lashes mascaraed, and I really wish that I had my lash curler up here because I think that would have done a lot, but it definitely looks totally fine, like without falsies and just with mascara. So I'm so excited, and I don't know, I'm just like really into this whole colorful liner look. I also think that using this tiny little brush helped a lot not to like get the actual product in my lashes as much because it is a smaller tip. So I think it's kind of like a combination of the two, but I'm gonna throw some mascara on this eye and then I will be right back. Alright, so I just finished up putting some mascara on. I threw a little bit on my bottom lashes too, and I think this is such a neat, just like pretty fresh spring look. And I think, you know, I said this in my last video, the more I work with these, the more I'm going to understand how to use them and the quicker I will be able to work with them. But so far, I just think these are so neat, and I don't know, like I'm very impressed that I can figure them out, I think, because I kind of just do liquid liner. Like I don't really mess around with anything else. So I'm really, really liking these, and I just can't wait to like play with them more. I think these are going to be so much fun for the rest of spring and summer. And, you know, if I was like going to concerts this year and stuff, I can see so many cool things that you could do with this. And apparently it's like body paint or something too. So I don't even know, but it just, I don't know. I think it's really cool. So I just kind of want to touch up my inner corner highlight a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this pencil brush into the amethyst shade and just pop a little more of that right in here. I love the way that purple goes with this purple. And I was just thinking, so I have the emerald green, I have the blue sapphire, I have the purple, and then I have the pink, and I have a green, a pink, a purple. I don't have a blue, but this is going to be so fun to pair with these liners. I don't know. I'm really excited about like cool, springy, just good weather makeup, I think. So the last thing, well no, two last things I want to try. I saw this on Sephora's website and I think I almost had a heart attack. This is the first like high-end lip gloss I ever had. It was so long ago, but I'm pretty sure it was like this orangey color, and I just like had to put it on with y'all because I just can't, like it has so many memories for me. It smells so good and it's so glossy. I love this. Alright, last final thing. I got a mini of the Fenty Beauty Dew Me setting spray, I think. And I basically just can't decide if I want to be matte or dewy, so we're gonna do both. So I wanted to see how this felt. Jeez. Ooh, that is a really nice spritzer. Ooh. You can like barely tell that's hitting your face. It smells so good. Oh my god, it smells so good. I love this look. I don't know, I'm just, y'all know, I'm really feeling the colorful liners, which I think is why I gravitated so hard to these. And yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I know this was a super random video and probably like didn't even need to be its own video, but I figured if other people had gotten these, I've looked up some YouTube tutorials on them, so I don't know if it'll be helpful for anyone. If it is, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, please. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. I hope you're having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.